What is going on? Hopefully, you're having a great day. What I'm going to do right now is roll through another case study, and this is a client I've been working with. You got a pictures up here in the top left corner, and she has been working with me since, let's see, what date is this? Since July. All right, now we're in October, and she still has another couple of weeks left. So what I'm going to do is roll you through the exact processes and things like that she's been doing. We started off really simple, right? We started off with 3 days a week. And just kind of rolled through until she started to feel more and more comfortable, added in some cardio days. So when we first started, her goal was essentially to, so you can see like more stuff, and they're able to move things around in their program. She was very consistent with her workouts, right? So that's a big part of this, because this is what I find a lot of people, they want to see change, they want to do this, they want to do that, and just having the accountability inside the program and making sure she's doing her thing is giving her the ability to really see some amazing results. Like I said, she still has 6 weeks left in the program, and this is how much she's already transformed in the matter of time that we've been working together. So just pay very good attention to that. Another thing is, too, she hasn't even been perfect in her nutrition. And this is a big thing that I talk to clients about, because they don't need to be perfect. They just need to start paying attention more and more to their food intake. And she is from Hawaii, so she has a lot of cultural foods that she eats as well, right? And that's a big part of a lot of this with people, is they feel that because maybe if you're Hispanic, or if you are someone that has like cultural foods, like even like Asian foods or anything like that, or Italian foods, right? They can't have that stuff because it doesn't fit into a diet. And I was talking with another client yesterday, and they're like, I don't feel like I'm on a diet. And people keep asking me, like, oh, can you have that because you're on a diet? And like, she's even taught me some foods that I've never even heard of. And we're incorporating that stuff into her diet, right? Her diet, because it's important to her, right? She has this stuff. She has a family. You can't just up and follow a 1 page sheet of food and expect to see results when that's not something you could stick with. That's exactly what we're not doing here. So throughout the program, right, she hasn't really lost any weight, really. This is a body recomposition, and this is the telltale sign of that. And most people freak out when they don't see the scale move. And this is why we don't pay attention just to that. We do like inches, we do pictures. How are they feeling? How are their pants fitting? Like all this other, like, scale is just a tool, right? It's a tool that we utilize just to gauge how the process is going. But we're not to a point where they feel like they have to rely solely on that, because that doesn't always work for people. And they also have to remember, right, as they're exercising, as they're eating better, they're going to be maintaining muscle. Now, guys, muscle doesn't weigh more than fat per pound. It's more like the volume of size, right? So if you've ever seen those pictures of fat compared to like muscle, right? Muscle is more dense. It's smaller, and the fat is a lot bigger. So like 5 pounds of fat, it looks kind of like this. Then 5 pounds of muscle looks like this. So as she's losing the fat, right? She's losing more and more fat. She's just maintaining her muscle mass. And that's what's kind of keeping her close to the same amount of weight. There's no such thing as muscle weighs more than fat. Like, get that out of your head. Muscle is more dense, so it makes you appear a lot thinner when you start losing the fat, right? So she's weighing pretty much the same. She's maybe down like 2 or 3 pounds compared to our day one weight. And again, not the end of the world. I don't care about that. Neither does she. Like, her goal right now is performance, how she feels. We're gearing for a PT test that's coming up, so she feels really good and confident. So we've been incorporating swimming, we've been incorporating high intensity workouts, building endurance, adding in run training, because she has to become really proficient in these movements in order to be successful. So again, like, we started her out where she was, which was not working out at all, like doing almost nothing. And she did that PT test. She realized like how far behind she was. She couldn't do some stuff. So she said, you know what? I need to take this seriously. Jumped into the program, decided, hey, let's do something so I can see results. That's exactly what she's been doing. We've been working on mindset stuff, right? Affirmations, building up that confidence in your head, and knowing that at the end of this, she's going to be prepared. She's going to have everything she needs. So just remember, if you're solely focused on the scale and you're not seeing any results, remove the scale for a while and just do pictures, because that is a big component of seeing results without having to worry about just a number that honestly no one ever really sees, but you when you step on the scale. I get it. Like for a lot of you, like health issues comes with the number on the scale. But if you rely solely on that for so long, it's going to be really hard for you to maintain progress and then continue with that motivation and so on and so forth. So again, she's been absolutely crushing it. Like I said, we haven't started out anything crazy. Like we've been just going through this stuff. I'm giving her feedback exactly like this every single week. I just did her check-in. So that way, she got her feedback for the week. We talked about the pictures, keeping her head in the right place for where she needs to progress to, and just going forward inside of her program and like showing like, hey, you still have a lot of time left. And over the course, like been making changes and adjustments. So that's a big component in what we do inside of this program is myself or my assistant coaches will go in, make some changes and adjustments to ensure like the people that are inside of here are progressing forward and not getting stuck. Same thing, like if there's a reason why she's not getting her workouts, we're reaching out, making sure like, yo, what's going on? What do we need to change? Where are you struggling? Same thing with your nutrition. Me and her sat down the other day. Hey, what's going on? Like, I'm struggling with meal prep. Cool. Let's cut down on time. So went through all of that together. And that's another component, right? I have all this stuff already listed out for them. Sometimes they just need to hear it in person. But like I have all the tips, all of the tricks to get them to where they need to go. All they have to do is implement. That's really it inside this program. Like all the guesswork is removed. I take all the guesswork out of it for these guys, and this is how they have such great transformations over the course of their program with busy schedules, right? She's got a couple kids, she's working full time, she's going to school, and she still sees results like this. So if you have any like indicate or any thoughts like, hey, I can't because I have my schedule, you 100% can. She's proof of it right there, and she hasn't even been perfect in her nutrition. Right? She's probably hitting her numbers like 10 to 20% of the time. My goal for them is 60% of the time because that's how I know they're going to see 100% results. But her just being really consistent with her workouts and paying more attention to her nutrition. I have others inside the program now we are removing having to track any food, and they're just doing it now by just looking at it. And that's something that's also taught inside of here, right? My goal is to move everyone away from the diets, the guesswork, the how do I do this on my own when I'm done with you, so they know everything and how to do it and can be successful in long term. It's exactly what I do. I teach everything that I learned over the years, and that way it'll work, right? That's my goal. Get it, plug it in, it'll work. All right. So hopefully this case study kind of helps open your eyes a little bit on what is done inside of here. Again, we meet you guys where you're at in terms of workouts. We build you up. We help you with that mentality, show you exactly what to do step by step with nutrition. We lay the groundwork. We teach you what to do. So that way when you're done, you have exactly the formula in order to be successful for life, right? This is not a quick fix program. This is not like, hey, let's cut out all these foods. She's eating rice. She's eating a lot, like I said, a lot of her cultural foods, and that's important to her, so we incorporate that. The guesswork is removed. It's right there. Boom. Laid out exactly what they need. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And if you're watching this on YouTube, there will be a link if you want to book a consultation with me. We could talk, go over some strategies for you specifically, and create that roadmap in terms of what you would need in order to be successful. And then if you feel like it's a good fit, we will talk possible next steps. Again, like my job is to ensure like you guys are a good fit as well. So if there's for some reason maybe not a good fit, I'll let you know. But for the most part, I've helped hundreds of women at this point get to a place where they fully understand their nutrition and fitness goals. So if that's something you're really interested in and you work 12, 24, 48 hours, this is the place to be because all of these women right now inside my program are at that point. All right. So have a great rest of the week, and any questions, feel free to reach out.